Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to watch a Japanese horror story that's actually based on a real-life incident. So let's begin. At the beginning of the movie, we see a girl traveling alone by train, but her entire attention is on her iPad. She's reading some article. Who came, who left, Tatsumi doesn't care. The train doors close and it leaves the station. Tatsumi finally reaches her destination. Everything around her feels completely new, as if she's here for the very first time. While walking, she stops in front of a big house. Before she can even ring the bell, someone opens the door. Two sisters, school students, invite Tatsumi inside and start serving her breakfast. There, Tatsumi notices something strange. The wall in front of her is completely covered with research papers, the same research articles she was reading earlier on the train. At that moment, a woman named Hasumi silently keeps staring at Tatsumi. She pulls the window curtains shut and politely greets her. That's when we learn it was Hasumi who had called Tatsumi to meet her, and now she's about to tell Tatsumi about a terrifying incident that happened to her. The interview begins. Hasumi starts explaining what happened to her on January 8, 2004. The scene shifts to the year 2004. It's already late at night. Hasumi catches the last train from Sajinomiya Station to go home. She's a school teacher by profession and begins finishing her schoolwork on the train. But she suddenly notices something strange. The once crowded train has gone completely silent. Everyone has disappeared, and now she's the only one left. A sudden jolt, and the train starts running at maximum speed. It enters a tunnel. But according to the route, there shouldn't be any tunnel here. A bright flash of light and Hasumi faints. When she wakes up, she realizes the train has reached a place she's never seen before. It's daytime instead of night. Now, along with Hasumi, there are 5 other people in the train. A school student named Asuma, a couple, the girl Miko and the boy Shido, their friend Tei, and a weird man named Kakashi. But they're all asleep. Not a single passenger is awake. Hasumi wakes the student up, and slowly everyone else wakes too. The train stops at a station, Kisaragi Station, the name written on the board, but there's no such place anywhere in Japan. All the passengers get off and the train leaves. Suddenly, that weird man walks up and asks, "Where's the toilet?" Then walks away. The girl who came with Hasumi, a student from the same school where Hasumi teaches, tells her there's no cell network here. The strange man lies down nearby and says, "When the next train comes, wake me up." Hasumi tells Tatsumi that around the station there were only private houses, all empty from the inside. She knocks on every door for help, but no one answers. Suddenly, they hear Tei's painful scream, and Hasumi and Asuma get scared. The whole area looks deserted. Time passes, and now everyone's getting desperate to go home. The couple decides to follow the railway tracks ahead. Including Hasumi, her student, the weird man, and the couple, there are only 6 people at the station. Hours pass, but no train arrives. Hasumi just wants to escape somehow. So, she and her student start walking along the railway track. They walk for hours. Miko and Shido still haven't told anyone what exactly happened to Tei. Then Miko gets a video call from Tei, but she doesn't answer it. Hasumi grabs her phone and picks up the call, and what they see on the screen shocks everyone. Tei's face looks like a zombie's. Suddenly, the weird man stops them, says he heard a child's voice. He tells Hasumi to come with him. But right then, his body starts swelling up. His eyes turn blood red and huge, and his body expands like a balloon. And boom, he explodes. Seeing death right in front of their eyes, everyone panics and runs for their lives. Just then, an old man appears from the other side of the tracks, shouting and warning them, "Don't walk on the railway tracks. It's dangerous." He stands holding a stick, repeating the same words again and again. But suddenly, he appears behind them and starts chasing them with his stick. They run. Out of nowhere, Tei shows up again and grabs Shido. They start fighting. In the chaos, one girl gets caught by the old man. He attacks her like a wild animal, and boom, she explodes too. Now Miko, Tei, and the weird man all gone. Seeing this, Shido grabs a knife, afraid they might kill him next. He goes after Hasumi and Asuma. They fight fiercely. Hasumi, being a teacher, always carries a pen. She stabs Shido's leg with it and manages to escape. But the limping Shido keeps chasing them. Running, they reach a tunnel named Ishinoki Tunnel. Asuma and Hasumi decide to go through it. Hasumi hurts her leg badly. She can't walk anymore. So, she tells Asuma to go alone. Asuma ties a handkerchief around her wound and leaves. Soon, the limping man reaches and attacks Hasumi. Just as he's about to kill her, Asuma returns. He turns toward Asuma and attacks her instead. The tunnel lights start flickering, and everything goes dark. Hasumi switches on her phone's flashlight. The man has disappeared. Then they notice something on the wall. What they see makes them scream in terror. After walking a bit more, they finally see the tunnel's exit. They rush outside. Luckily, a car stops nearby. A man steps out, sees their injured condition, and says, "There's a hospital nearby. I'll take you there." They get into the car. For the first time, they feel a bit of relief. Hasumi falls asleep. But when she wakes up, the man has turned into a demon. Honestly, this scene scared the life out of me. He grabs Asuma's hand and starts pulling her. Hasumi kicks the car door hard. It locks the demon inside, and Asuma escapes. There's no road ahead, only forest all around. They run deep into the woods until they see a portal. They rush toward it, but the demon driver blocks their path. He grabs Hasumi. At the last second, Asuma pulls him down, and Hasumi escapes. Asuma tells her, "Go through the portal alone." At that moment, all the people who died earlier reappear. But now they're demons. Hasumi refuses to leave Asuma behind. She grabs the demonic man, pushes Asuma into the portal first. As Asuma enters, the portal bursts into flames and explodes. Asuma dies. But at that moment, Hasumi teleports back to the real world. The date, January 8th, 2011. 7 years have passed in the real world. Hasumi ends her story here. She says she was hospitalized for months after the incident. Then she breaks down crying. She still regrets not being able to save her student Asuma. Tatsumi investigates further. Hasumi explains that if they had both entered the portal together, they might have survived, but that didn't happen. The guilt still eats her alive. They check Hasumi's location history from that night. She had fallen asleep several times during her trip and kept getting off at wrong stations, changing multiple trains. Finally, she boarded that last train from Sajinomiya Station. Hearing all this, Tatsumi remembers the horror elevator game, where if someone presses floors 1, 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, and 5 in exact order, they'll teleport to another world when the elevator stops at the 5th floor. Tatsumi thinks maybe Hasumi unknowingly followed a similar pattern, while changing trains that night, and ended up in another dimension. The theory fascinates Tatsumi. She heads home, but secretly decides to test it herself. She repeats the exact same pattern Hasumi mentioned, boarding and switching trains one by one. Finally, she takes the last train from Sajinomiya Station. Tatsumi was right. Just like the elevator game, she discovered the train pattern to another dimension. Suddenly, all the passengers disappear, and everything that Hasumi described starts happening again. The tunnel, the speed, the bright light. When Tatsumi wakes up, she finds herself in the exact same situation. 5 people inside the train. It stops at Kisaragi Station. Kakashi asks about the toilet. The phone network cuts off. Now Tatsumi realizes everyone here is stuck in the same repeating loop. She decides this time, she'll break it and save everyone. She avoids all the mistakes Hasumi made. When everyone tries to leave the station, she stops them, because she knows Tei will die. But they ignore her and go outside. She follows and sees Shido fighting Tei. She snatches the knife from him, but then a strange creature grabs Shido's legs. The same thing that happened to Tei happens to him. Tatsumi already knows the next pattern in the loop. She takes everyone else and starts running along the tracks. Kakashi begins feeling sick. Tatsumi realizes he's next to die. Asuma helps him walk. Suddenly, Tatsumi notices that same creature coming back, this time for Kakashi. It almost catches him, but he escapes. Now it's clear they don't die naturally. That creature kills them. The old man with the stick appears again. Tatsumi shouts for everyone to run. The old man chases them. Then Shido appears, grabs Miko. Tatsumi quickly pushes Shido toward the old man, and both demons explode. Everyone survives and finally reaches the Ishinoki tunnel. They all go through it together and come out safe. Tatsumi realizes that by saving Kakashi, she has changed the game's pattern. The loop of this parallel world is no longer the same. Soon they see the same car. The demonic driver steps out. Tatsumi hits him with a big rock, knocking him out. Everyone gets into the car and drives away. Their final destination, the mysterious portal. Through it, they can escape this loop. But on the way, another demon attacks them. Everyone jumps out and runs. But Kakashi's seatbelt gets stuck. The demon grabs him and he dies. Meanwhile, Tatsumi and the others reach the forest. They find a house and decide to go inside because it's dark now. But Shido welcomes them. He's dead but turned into a demon. He kills Miko and Tei. Now only Tatsumi and Asuma are left. While running, they finally spot the portal. Tatsumi plans that if they both enter together, they can return to the real world. But the demon driver catches Asuma. She tells Tatsumi to go alone. But Tatsumi knows if she goes first, the portal will catch fire again and explode. She'll die. So she hesitates and tricks Asuma. She fights the demon with a stick, pushes Asuma into the portal first, thinking Asuma will die and she'll teleport safely. But this time, the portal doesn't burn. Tatsumi is shocked. She hears Asuma's voice from the other side. Come quickly. This is the real world. Tatsumi runs toward it. But suddenly, the portal closes. Tatsumi is trapped in the parallel dimension forever. She breaks down crying. Then a black hole appears in the sky. The loop of the parallel dimension completes, and a new loop begins. But this time, Asuma isn't here. She's escaped to the real world. Hasumi finds her and is overjoyed to see her alive. Finally, her years of guilt are gone. Here the real secret is revealed. When Hasumi was trapped in the parallel world, it was actually Asuma who saved her, not the other way around. Hasumi jumped into the portal alone. She changed the ending of the story on purpose, so she could trick Tatsumi into rescuing Asuma instead. Hasumi had been researching the parallel dimension for years, just to save her student Asuma. Only one person can escape through the portal at a time, so Hasumi lied to Tatsumi and used her to free Asuma. At the end, Hasumi slowly removes all the research papers from her wall. Her research is finally complete. Tatsumi is forever trapped in the parallel world. And that's where the movie ends. Now let's talk about the real-life incident. In Japan, there's a social media app called 2channel. Back in 2004, a girl named Hasumi started posting strange things there, exactly like what we saw in the movie. She wrote about Kisaragi Station, the students, the weird man, everything. In her final post, she mentioned that a car driver offered her a ride to a place called Hina, a real location in Japan, but miles away from where she boarded her last train. Hasumi got in the car, and her last message said, "My phone battery is dying. I need to run." This driver has been talking to himself for too long. After that, there were no more updates from her account. No one knows what happened to her next. So friends, if you've ever experienced something strange or paranormal like this, do share it in the comments. Thanks for watching.